Yo, what is up YouTube? I am Ventus Toons. This is going to be the first video on this channel. It's going to be a squad builder based on work rates of players. I've made the perfect work rate squad. Centre backs have got high defensive work rates, same as the CDMs. The cams have low defensive, same as the strikers, and so on. We're going to start in net. First of all, we have Diego Lopez. I'm going to talk a bit about the players as well, what I thought of them. I played 10 games with this team. Some of the players I've never used before, such as Diego Lopez. I've never used him before. But overall, I'm really impressed with Diego Lopez. He's, considering he's only 1,200 coins, I wasn't expecting anything special, but he was an absolute monster. Barely anything got by him. Well, some things did, but you know, not that much. He's got 80s all around, really where you need him in the diving, reflexes, positioning. His speed's not the greatest, but to be honest, I don't really think you need that much speed as a goalkeeper. He's 6'5", which is huge, quite tall, taller than most goalkeepers I think in the game. Next, we're gonna go on to the left back, which is Monreal. Monreal, I think, is the only gold left back in the game that has high defensive work rate, which is why he's here. Let's check his stats out. He's got 81 pace, which isn't too bad, but it's not really the greatest. He's got 75 defending, 66 heading, again, not the greatest. But for 700 coins, I'm not really going to complain. Throughout the 10 games, though, he didn't really get involved much. I didn't really notice him. He has a low attacking work rate and high defensive, but he seemed to really get quite far up the pitch and be caught out of position. But I don't know if that's just because he's a low-rated player. But overall, you know, he wasn't too bad. There's worse left backs that you can get. The right back is going to be Sanya. Sorry if I pronounce any of these names wrong. Sanya has only 79 pace, but feels quite a bit slower. He has 81 defending and 77 heading, which are quite good. However, I don't feel like they represent how he actually plays. Again, like Monreal, he didn't really get involved in the game too much. He has a medium attacking work rate and high defensive work rate. But he just kind of fell out of position a lot of the times. He was up the pitch a lot more than he was down the pitch. And he wasn't the best at tackling, I felt. 1,200 coins, though, again, I'm not really going to complain. But there is probably a lot better right backs that I could have used. The two centre backs I've chosen, let's just change the formation. The first one is Pepe. Now Pepe, I've used him before. He has a medium attacking work rate, high defensive work rate, 74 pace, which is decent for a defender, 84 defending and 82 heading, which to me suggests he's going to be a beast. But I don't know what it is, if he has like high aggression, but he just constantly was out of position. Whenever there's a defender attacking him, I'd choose like one of my centre defensive mids to run back and just let Pepe do his own thing. And he'd constantly just go in for tackles, miss them, and then the guy be a one-on-one with the goalkeeper. And I just felt like he was too aggressive, and I didn't really like him, to be honest. I don't think he's that good of a centre-back. There's a lot better centre-backs that you could have used. My second centre-back is Koscielny. Again, I've used him before. His stats suggest that he would be a good defender, but again, he's out of position a lot. He has a medium attacking work rate and a high defensive work rate. But the only good thing about him was he's good from corners. He can score quite a few corner goals. Like in the 10 games, I only scored 2. But to be honest, I don't really get a lot of corners. But apart from that, I would have rather used someone else, such as like Kabul. You know, just someone who's gonna defend well, rather than just be caught out positioning. My first CDM is going to be Xavi Alonso. I've never really used Xavi before. He's okay. He has a medium attacking work rate, defense and high defensive work rate, but that 58 pace really lets him down. He's too slow to catch back on the counters, and he's too slow to get involved in any of the attack when we're countering. So he just kind of floated around the middle. And his passing, which is one of the reasons I got him for, wasn't as good as I thought it was going to be. His passing, it wasn't on par with players such as like Pirlo or, Xavi. So he was kind of a disappointment. There's better players out there for less coins as well. My other CDM is Khedira. And now Khedira, even though he only has 2 more pace on his card, is a beast. He's one of my favourite CDMs on the game. I've used him quite a few times. Nothing really suggests that he's amazing on his card apart from the 84 defending, but he's a monster. He can attack, he can defend, he can do everything. His 60 pace doesn't feel like 60 pace. It feels more about 70 to 65 ish. He has quite good strength, but his shot, he I don't know if he has like a long shot trait or anything like that, but his long shots are amazing. They're always on target, and he's just overall he's a beast. Highly recommend him, especially for discard value as well. My first cam will be Özil. Özil has a medium attacking work rate, low defensive work rate, so he just kind of hangs about in midfield, like at the edge of their final third, picking up the ball, creating chances for the 2 strikers, which is what I got him for really. However, his 77 pace feels quite a bit slower than 77. His shooting's not the best. He's decent, but I find that a lot of his shots were off target. His dribbling, that's quite good, especially with his 4-star skill moves. I mean, he keeps the ball quite close to him. It's quite difficult to get off the ball, but his pace really lets him down, and his shooting. For his coins, he's okay though, I guess. There's better players you can get, but there's also worse players. The next cam I have is Podolski. Again, same as Özil. He has a medium attacking work rate and low defensive work rate. He has 87 pace, 87 shooting, 80 dribbling. There is 3 standout stats, and they're amazing. His 87 shooting he deserves it. Same with his pace. His dribbling probably could be a bit better. However, his 2-star weak foot and 3-star skill moves let him down. If he had 3-star weak foot, maybe 4 and 4-star skill moves, easily be one of the best centre forward strikers cams on the game. I mean, there's not much bad things that I can say about him. Again, he was just one of them players that sits there feeding the strikers. Overall, I like my cams. I prefer Podolski over Özil. But, I couldn't think of anybody else to put there. Especially, they did good. They both fed the strikers, so, I'm okay with that. My 2 strikers are Di Natale. Now, Di Natale, I've never used him before. This was my first time using him. He has 87 pace. He basically has amazing stats for a striker. Everything you need: 87 pace, 87 shooting, 82 passing, 88 dribbling. Heading could be a bit better, but what you expect from someone who's 5'7". However, I was disappointed with him. For 30,000 coins, I thought I'd get someone who's amazing. Never gonna miss the target. I seen the 87 pace. I thought, yes, just gonna pass defenders with ease. But he was getting caught by players as slow as I remember in one of the games he was caught up by Dante, and I'm pretty sure he's only got like 68 pace. He's okay as a striker, Di Natale, but I didn't feel like he got involved in the play. He's more of them ones who sort of hangs back and poaches goals rather than just scores them, with his own skill moves and whatnot. I felt my other striker, he took the shots, the goalkeeper would parry it, and then Di Natale would be there, which is, good for a striker, but I just felt he wasn't involved in the play as much as he could have been. Di Natale has a high attacking work rate and low defensive work rate, as does my other striker, which is Miccoli. Now, Miccoli, he's an absolute beast. I've not used him on this game. I used him on FIFA 12 and I absolutely loved him. I think his pace and all that's been put down a little bit more, but just he's like a cheaper version of Di Natale. He has 85 pace, 85 shooting, 80 passing, 86 dribbling. Same 4-star skill moves. He is only 5'7", so 5'6", sorry, but he gets bullied off the ball quite a bit. But his 85 pace feels so much faster. He must have quite good acceleration. His 85 shooting is spot on. He has decent long shots, but if he shoots inside the box, he ain't gonna miss the target. His 86 dribbling, the ball sticks to him. It's like glue. I can't really say anything bad about Miccoli. He scored some really nice goals. He was just one of them players that he always was where I needed him, and he'd create space, create chances, and a lot of the goals Di Natale scored came from Miccoli's work. So yeah, that's the squad. It's a full hybrid. There is 4 leagues and 5 nationalities, I think.